Welcome, everyone, to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. Tonight, we're going to talk about those low-down, dirty, good-for-nothing cheaters. Bungie wins $4.3 million in a case against the Destiny 2 cheat provider, Aim Junkies. That's some good news, I think. I like to hear that. So, as some may or may not know, Bungie's been in some legal battles with Aim Junkies since 2021. With both sides basically slapping each other with lawsuits between here and there. But now Bungie's walked away with $4.3 million in damages and fees after the victory in arbitration. So in U.S. District Court, it had mostly been going in favor of the Aim Junkies team last year, thinking that they were going to win. It didn't seem too good for Bungie. But the judge in there, Ronald Cox, decided that Aim Junkies basically violated the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA. He based his decision on James May's testimonies that he connected reverse engineering tools to the game in order to create cheats for it. So he basically just said he did that, right? He created backdoors into their system, reverse engineered their code. So basically, He basically outed himself at that point, in my opinion. But Bungie caught him and banned him several times for doing this, but he'd also looked for other methods to circumvent the bans. And basically, since Aim Junkies sold and profited from the creations of that tool, the judge found them liable. So he founded Aim Junkies and its parent company, Phoenix Digital Group, liable for selling not just game cheats, but also the loader used to inject cheats into the game. So Aim Junkies supposedly sold over 1,000 copies of the game and over 1,000 of the cheat loader as well. So it's a win, I think, for game developers and gamers alike, because cheaters are just a dirty, low-down bunch. You're trying to play, whether you're using it for profit or you're using it just because you suck. I suck at a lot of FPS games on multiplayer, but I'm not going to go cheat because I'm like, whatever. What's the fun in that? You're not doing it under your own skill. You're just doing it at that point to be a jerk, right? Because you're not good enough to do it on your own. You're going to do it again, using piece of cheat code software. So I think this is a win for game developers, and hopefully more people will come about and sue these people who sell cheats for games. So as a result of all this, Bungie was awarded $3.65 million for all the DMCA-related violations and an additional $700,000 for fees and other costs. So, hey, don't violate the terms of service, you cheating bastards, is what I have to say. So, guess what? Cheating don't pay, as we all know. So, Nick, what do you think about this Bungie winning their lawsuit against Aim Junkies?
Yeah, that's good. It is good. I don't like cheaters either, and I don't like to, I will cheat in a game if it's single player, right? And then I just want to have fun, like Grand Theft Auto or something. I'm not going to go out and buy a cheating program, but like a lot of those games that had like the cheat codes in them, like Grand Theft Auto used to have and stuff, that you can put the little codes in the controller, and then you get like tanks and stuff like that, and that's fun. And if people want to sell these things and people want to buy them for single player content that's not competitive or anything like that, then I don't really have a problem with it. But when you have a multiplayer, type of environment where everyone is supposed to be on the same level, that's where the problem really comes in, right? For them, they reverse engineered their code, which is a violation in that. And there was, they had a chance to stop doing what they were doing. There was a lot of DMCA takedowns from Bungie, and the guy kept circumventing those takedowns, right? If he would have stopped then and there, none of this would have ever happened, right? And also selling it. If you're it's one thing. It could be that it could have potentially went in their favor if he hadn't sold it for profit. Selling it for profit may have definitely swayed the judge more of, you're profiting off of reverse engineering, breaking into the code of Destiny to create these tools and various things and selling those tools for profit, right? You're taking someone else's work, reverse engineering it, and then selling it, right? So yeah, I mean, hopefully, like I said, single player content and stuff like that, I don't really mind, because that's single player content, right? It's, you're not playing against other people online. It's just, you're just playing a game by yourself. And if you want to inject some cheats in there and have a little bit of fun with the game, then I don't see a problem with that. But when you start mixing that into multiplayer like Battlefield or Destiny or Call of Duty and things like that, Counter-Strike, you've seen a lot of those pro players that they're pro players, but then they they accidentally catch themselves on a stream with aimbot or something like that going on, and you find, and I agree with Pat. It's like, I don't know. For me, I mean, I wouldn't use it in that circumstance. Like, if I'm good at a multiplayer game, I want to be naturally good at it, right? And if I was going to compete in one, I want to be naturally good to be able to compete without the use of any sort of cheat mechanics, right? Then it really, for me, that proves that I'm really good at this game and I can really, dominate the field. Otherwise, if you're utilizing cheats, it's like, you suck at it, right? You're not good. I don't know. There's no satisfaction I wouldn't think, for an individual. I mean, it wouldn't be any satisfaction for myself if I knew I was just cheating my way to the top, right? And then eventually it's going to come out, right? Eventually, a lot of those people, they do join, do Twitch streams, or they do join like esports and stuff, and they find out that, they do have some sort of cheat bot or something like that on their PC or something loaded in that's helping them. And, that person, that individual wasn't as good as everyone thought they were, right? So you got to really give it to those gamers out there that are really good, that play the game naturally, that are really that good. And hopefully companies like this will think twice about, these online type of games, right? You could still make a profit from, I don't know the legality at that point, but, for single player games and stuff like that, I'm sure that probably doesn't sell as much, right, as multiplayer games do. So that's why they kind of aim for more of those types of games. But I think it's a win for Bungie in this case. When I play a multiplayer game, I want to play against people that are not cheating in any form or fashion, not just stuff with Aim Junkies sells, but just any form of fashion. I want to be able to have my skill versus theirs, even though if my skill's not that great, at least I know I tried, and they're not cheating and I'm looking through walls and, whatever the case may be. So good for Bungie in this case. Like I said, hopefully they'll make Aim Junkies and other groups think twice about doing stuff like this in the future. Probably not, but hopefully it will. What do you think, Shane?
The article should really state Bungie wins $4.3 million plus one finger from every cheater. I'm happy they won. I hate cheaters. They're worthless. And they're, they make the games not fun. They ruin it for everybody because they're so selfish and unthoughtful about anybody else, that they have to do this. So not only do they cheat, they suck at cheating because they're getting caught. That's the one that cracks me up. The one chick streamer, she got busted when her crap like popped up right on the screen when she was streaming. She's like, "Oh, I don't know how that got there. Maybe it was my brother." No, it was you, dumbass. I'm happy for it. I think if you want to cheat in a single player, go ahead. It's still pathetic. But if you want to just goof around and do stupid crap, go ahead. That's different. In my opinion, it's different if you're just goofing around. But if you want to play a game and you want to make it easier on yourself, put it on an easy difficulty if you can. If it's a game like what's the great one that we just played not too long ago? The open world, Dark Souls like, can't think of the damn name.
Talking about Wild Hearts?
No, I would just say Dark Souls. A game like Dark Souls. I suck at Dark Souls. Pat, he sucks at Dark Souls. Nick, he punishes his way through Dark Souls. I'm not going to cheat my way through it because then I just don't feel like I've accomplished anything. It takes away the enjoyment and the fun. Now, if I'm playing Grand Theft Auto single player, drop that tank in there, drop it on a school bus full of bunnies. I don't care. That's awesome. Have fun with it. But a game that takes skill and a game you're trying to complete, even in a single player, you shouldn't cheat. You just shouldn't. I mean, you play it on an easier difficulty, that's perfectly fine. I do it all the time because, well, I suck at some games. Some games are hard for me. And I want to enjoy the game more, so I put it on an easier difficulty. But cheaters, they should lose a finger. I think if you get busted cheating in Halo or Call of Duty or Destiny or whatever, lose a finger. Or, be permanently banned from it. Have your console or computer turned into a brick. I don't care. I absolutely detest cheaters. Cheaters and thieves are like the scummiest of the scum. I mean, excluding pedophiles, but it's pedophiles, then cheaters, so, but it's really close. But I'm happy for it. I'm glad Bungie won. I think it was a good call. I think it was a fair call. I don't know how much the company Aim Bot, whatever the hell they called themselves, profited from the sales. But hopefully that amount that they won is the amount that they've made, because I don't know what aimbot costs, but it's ridiculous probably. So, but hey, if cheaters going down, it makes me happy. What about you, Pat? Are you happy?
I hope it cost them way more than what they profited. So especially because they targeted their parent company too. So the parent company has to pay for anything that the subsidiary can't. So,
I bet them parents
way
are
to
mad.
go comparing your buddy to a pedophile there, Shane.
Sorry, buddy.
But no, I mean, I'm with Nick. I have put in cheat codes in a single player game because maybe I want to do something like eliminate something, or I want to be able just to look around or something. I've done it in like some building games so that I can do like no clipping, or I can fly and build something big or massive, in games that don't have like a playground or a sandbox mode or something. I'm like, I just want to build this stuff in this game using the game mechanics, but I don't want to deal with thirst and hunger, and they don't have like a playground mode or something, or whatever, but yeah, I think cheating in a multiplayer game is doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because I don't know what kind of enjoyment you get out of something like that. I mean, I know that I suck at multiplayer games, so I tend not to play them that often, and when I do, I play with you guys, and I get frustrated, but it is what it is at that point. I'm not gonna go spend real world money so I can cheat and be good at be good in the game that I'm not really good. There's some piece of software is doing it for me. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm glad that they got hit with that amount of money, but is it enough? And maybe we'll see some more of these lawsuits coming around from these other companies, that are having to deal with all these people that are cheating. Maybe the number of bans will go down if we start getting rid of some of these cheaters, and these companies selling cheats, So
I recommend a registry for cheaters.
A cheaters registry. And the game I think you're trying to think of was Elden Ring, right?
Yes, Elden Ring. It was just stuck, and I couldn't. I watched like every move of the game, but I could not get the words out. But yeah, there should be a registry for cheaters.
How would you do that? I mean, because technically, the only thing you need to do
look
is sign
for
up
every
to most video
nine-fingered game player.
I mean, the only thing you need to do to sign up to a game is an email address, and you can make 20 of those without even thinking about it. So,
oh yeah, I got ePlex streaming service for like 2 years straight because I kept swapping emails.
Oh well, there you go. Shane's a cheater. He's cheating,
but it's different when streaming.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. They're just as bad as pedophiles. Oh, yeah,
they're worse.
They're worse. Okay, they're worse. But yeah, so I mean, at that point, it's, I don't understand it. I don't understand spending the money to get the game and then spending, because I think from what we were talking about before when we talked about this article, I didn't look more into it. Like it costs by like the hour or by the use or something. It wasn't like a one-time fee to buy the cheat. It was like you got to pay for continued use of the cheat. So that to me, you're going to get caught, especially if you're doing this for profit, you will get caught. Because eventually something's going to happen. The software is going to freak out, or somebody's going to happen to, because in the esports competition, there's cameras everywhere. Somebody is going to see something and you're going to get called out on it. It's happened so many times and people still think they can get away with it. Now, if you're doing it and you're not in competition, then why are you doing it? What's the point?
Is there a terms of service for an aimbot like this? Because let's say just an example, Nick is cheating online. He's playing Call of Duty. He's cheating. He's got his aimbot and he's dropping people. And then his computer freaks out. It shows cheat bot. People are freaking out, panicking. World's going to end. Does he have any recourse against the cheat bot manufacturer, the creator?
No, because you're purchasing a piece of software for.
No, but you're not purchasing it. You are renting it. If you're paying a continuous fee, shouldn't that mean that you're not you're using?
I don't think there's a terms of service when you're buying something that's technically illegal.
See. Then technically it should not be allowed to be sold, which means they broke more crimes. Put them on the registry.
I wish those monkey fingers came with the terms of service.
I got your monkey finger right here.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good. I know it's a good thing for gaming. Now we just need to see more of these big companies go after these dirtbag companies making money off of making cheats for games. Like making cheats for multiplayer games is just dirty. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, that's just me. I don't get it. So whatever satisfaction you can get off winning a multiplayer game because you're spending $200 an hour or whatever it is to run the stupid cheats, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, you're a cheater and you're not that bright to be paying for it like this. So
you got to pay to get good. Good. I did. I paid $200 an hour.
There's people that teach games. Literally, there's people that will teach you how to play Minecraft, for God's sakes, let alone Call of Duty and Destiny and all that. Use that money to have somebody teach you how to be better, because there is little things that you can do to improve your game.
Nope. Well,
but credit card's easier.
Yeah, credit card's easier. It's instant gratification, I guess. Whatever type of gratification you're getting from sucking. You go... Yep. She goes from suck to blow, and just like that. So, all right. You guys got anything else before we find these cheaters anymore?
Get good.
Nope. Get good.
All right. Well, let us know what you think down in the comments. Well, how are you happy? Are you sad about this? What do you think? Do you think it was the wrong decision, the right decision? We like to hear from you. Let us know down in the comments. And as always, we hope you enjoyed this episode and we hope to catch you in the next one.
See ya.